Here we are, another episode of Lyrics and Lies with your girl Shayz on the mic and Money Green.
Let us begin. What, where, why, or when will all be explained like instructions to a game.
Uh-oh.
See, I'm not insane. In fact, I'm kind of rational. Without me asking, who is more dramatical, this one or that one, the white one or the black one? Pick the topic and we'll jump up to attack one.
Uh-oh. Does anybody know who that is?
Shay and Money is just the type of leader crew. Right up to your face and diss you. Big ups to Boogie Down Productions and the lyrics of KRS-One. Let's get into Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett. Break it down. What's going on?
Well, let's start from the beginning with Jussie.
Jussie Smollett is the actor on Empire. He's the middle brother. Some people say the gay one.
He is.
Because that's what I didn't. Lee Daniels' special son.
I guess we can go there with that.
Lee Daniels' son.
Special son. But Jussie Smollett's character came from something that happened with Lee Daniels.
All right, so Lee Daniels.
So that's where we'll put it there.
All right.
So allegedly, because we always have to use that word. This was a hate crime, which was supposed to be racially motivated, and also, what else? It was racially motivated, and also, I guess you would put it in context of a homophobic as well.
Gay bashing.
Yeah, gay bashing.
However you want to refer to it.
Supposedly, he was walking home. Was it 2:00 in the morning? He was walking home.
He went to get
a sandwich or something.
A sandwich from Subway.
Was it Subway?
It was Subway.
What? I didn't know it was Subway. I just know it was a sandwich.
And I saw the report. They interviewed the worker, and the worker said he got a meat lover sub.
You so silly. And that's the sandwich.
And extra mayonnaise.
But so he was walking home, on his way home, and that's when he got attacked.
All right.
So the noose was around his neck.
The original report.
In the bleach.
He got attacked with bleach by two white guys.
Oh, he didn't see their faces.
Well, he said they were, okay. It was assumed they were white because they said this is MAGA country.
MAGA.
Make America Great Again country,
right.
With all that Trump hatred BS.
Correct.
And he walked home with a noose on his neck. And he said they also threw bleach on him, and he had a small cut under his right eye.
Right.
And
he couldn't make out what they looked like because remember they put something over his head.
And he put a sad picture up online, and everybody rallied around him. We're riding for you. We love you. I hope we bring those people to justice. I hope the police bring those people to justice. The Chicago Police Department. Lee Daniels said they're gonna get, we're gonna do this, we'll do that. I can't believe this is America. This is what we got to deal with. Steve Harvey said he's gonna come to Chicago and it's whatever you want to do, we can handle it any way you want to handle it. Taraji reached out. Everybody reached out and gave him all his love. And he had a show to do that weekend. So much hype was built up around the show because of this incident. He got up out of the hospital bed, I'm okay. Flew to LA that weekend, got on stage, put on a great show, and told the audience he's the gay Tupac. Told the audience that he fought back. Now, Shayz, the heat came down on him because, and he went on Good Morning America and said, you people crazy if you don't believe me, this happened exactly how I said it. So now what's going on?
So now what's going on is after the Chicago police got involved in it, they came back at first and said that he may be involved in this.
Right.
Okay. They found on the tape the two guys, the assailants that were behind it were supposed to be two brothers.
Through something they found two brothers.
Right. One of them was brought up as Jussie's trainer.
Personal trainer, right.
Personal trainer. And they found out that the other dude was the personal trainer's brother.
And the brothers.
And that they were paid to do this. After what there was an investigation about it. They talked to them about it. They said the 47th hour of interrogation, or the 23rd hour of interrogation. That's when they broke down and said that this was all a charade, that we were paid to do this.
Okay.
So then.
By whom?
By Jussie.
All
Allegedly.
Right.
By
So
Jussie's
allegedly, those guys are saying Jussie allegedly paid for the attack.
Right.
And set everything up.
Correct.
And even said they rehearsed it. The three of them rehearsed it in advance.
Right. They also asked to see Jussie's phone.
The police wanted to see his phone.
I think he didn't release his phone to them.
Right.
So now we're at the point that Jussie, that they claim that they did not read carefully over the check, that the check says in the memo part that this was paid training.
So Jussie wrote the guys a check.
But wrote a check to the brother who's the trainer.
Right.
So he's saying now that he paid for the upcoming training.
Right.
That he was supposed to be getting for over 4 weeks or whatever.
Right. In addition to that, it's alleged that you said 4 weeks of training.
Yes. So that $3,500 was
right.
for training or upcoming training, because it wasn't for no weeks training. It was like I guess 3 or 4 weeks training.
So the Chicago Police Department, CPD, also alleged that Jussie sent a racist letter to the police station. Not the police station, to the TV station or the set of Empire, whatever, threatening him. So that's what they also say. So now let's get down to the nuts and bolts of this.
And that when he got the letter, he brought it up. I guess it wasn't a big thing said about it. It passed. So allegedly, I guess he was mad about that.
So the police say Jussie sent this letter to the TV station or the set of Empire, threatening himself. So he sent a letter threatening himself, saying it's from some people who hate gay people. Mm-hmm. Then he staged an attack because that letter didn't get enough attention.
Correct.
Then they say he staged the attack because he wanted to get his salary increased on the TV show Empire.
Correct.
So that's where we stand today. Now, let's break down a few things, because social media has went wild and ran wild with this story of Jussie being a huge liar.
Correct.
And many of his diehard fans are saying, no, we can't believe that. Until y'all have some concrete evidence, I'm rolling with Jussie. Mm-hmm. On the other hand, a lot of people are saying, man, you crazy. We see everything that you've done, the writings on the wall, you're guilty. How do you feel? What do you think? Let's get past the feeling. What do you think?
What I think right now is I need to see more evidence, because right now, I'm going to be honest with you. When it first came out, I didn't think no 2 cents about it.
Right.
Okay. Because, stuff be happening, and things go back and forth. I know that Ava Dejan, what's her name? Ava DuVernay? DuVernay, one of them. Had made a statement about Chicago police.
Right.
And something that happened with another person, that the Chicago police, we need to really look into making sure that they're doing their duty, because
and the investigation.
Because they're not always thorough. Basically, that's what she was saying.
So she put him on notice.
So I was like, oh, that's kind of wild that she chimed in. She didn't take sides. She just put that piece out there about how the Chicago police is. Well, when they came out with this memo now about the check he wrote, because I thought that was kind of crazy to write them a check. You know what I'm saying? Why would you write a check? Because that's evidence that you are involved.
That you know them.
Right. So now it's saying that the check had a memo in it stating that this is the reason why they got this check, because this was his personal training.
He's supposed to do that. He's supposed to cover your bases.
Yeah, he's supposed to pay that. So right now, to me, I think it will be dumb for you. It doesn't make sense for you to do something like this to get more money on Empire when you can just ask for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, him and Lee Daniels seem to have a good relationship that he will be able to talk to him about getting more money. Either it's yes or no. That's it. Why would you pull a stunt like this for you to get more money or for someone or to get publicity? For some,
you said why? You said why?
I said when I heard it, it seemed very. It didn't make sense.
So as more things begin
more
to progress,
stuff is coming out, but still stuff is still coming out.
All right, so
the jury is out on that right now. I don't know right now because I still need to see how this is going to play out.
So you're still like he could be innocent of all this?
He could be or he couldn't be, because now that check came into light about the memo, I don't know.
So you're right down the middle.
I'm in the middle right now.
Okay.
So I'm in the middle on that. So I'm gonna stay right there. What about your thoughts? What do you feel?
Well, before I say my thoughts, I'm gonna say this.
Excuse me.
A letter came to the set, not addressed to Lee Daniels, but addressed to him. That's odd. Because Lee Daniels is the head gay person. Because he's the one that's running the show and he created the show.
I still don't see relevance to that because there's a lot of people who like Jussie Smollett and his character.
But for that show, I'm not saying it's not.
I mean, letters go to them.
I'm not saying it's not possible, but the show is called Empire and Lee Daniels' name is attached to it.
Yeah, I still don't agree.
No, but no, I'm not saying that's impossible. I'm just putting that out there. I'm just throwing some things out there. Number one, that's a little off. Number two, he knows the alleged attackers, and he didn't recognize them when it happened. I remember the OJ trial when Johnny Cochran looked at the jury, and he said, "Who am I? I'm OJ Simpson." And then he grabbed a hat and put it on his head. He said, "Who am I now? I'm OJ Simpson with the hat on. You know who, you recognize me. You guys been around me." So Jussie would know those attackers because he's been around them. He's been in their apartment. He's worked on the set because they were extras on the set. He's trained with them. So if you just put a hat on them guys, he would still recognize them.
But remember,
hold on.
Over his head. That's what he claims.
Hold on. Okay, I'm just throwing this out there.
Okay.
They put a noose over his head.
No, but they also put something over his face so he couldn't see who they were.
I'm just throwing these clues out there.
Okay, great.
The little things that seem kind of a little funny. Number three, the rope. They put a rope around his neck. And he walked all the way home with it around his neck. He didn't take it off. He didn't throw it. He didn't carry it in his hand. He left it around his neck and walked home. 4, that cut on his eye was the tiniest smallest little scrape to get beat up by them 2 big dudes. Because it's not even visible now. When you look at him in his mug shot or when he performed, it's not even there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, him going to the concert. Well, first he flexed on Instagram, but that's a cultural thing now. That's just what people do now. So I'm gonna let him slide on that. He goes out there, "I fought back. I'm the gay Tupac." That's putting himself out there as a hero, as brave. That increases his visibility, notoriety, his name, his fame, his status. Thank you for helping.
So I didn't even know that part. I just thought it was some bleach they just threw at his face.
And they didn't find it.
And, so
they didn't find it there that night, but they went back the next day and it was there. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you that.
But that's not far-fetched.
But let me ask you this. What would be the reason for the bleach? Because
bleach normally is to blind somebody
or to
damage.
It could be a thing if it was supposed to be the make America great. The bleach could be standing there for bleaching the skin. I don't know. It could be. Right. We don't know.
It's not far-fetched.
That's not far-fetched.
Right.
But to be honest, for Jussie Smollett, he already light-skinned, so what you bleaching?
That's true too.
I mean, I'm just saying.
That's true too.
With the noose around your neck, I guess the scrapple in the alley, which was, like you said, wasn't like a big thing. And also the brothers. It seemed kind of far-fetched that you would have two black brothers doing this.
Right.
If this was supposed to be a hate and a racial profiling or racial, supposed to be racial, wouldn't you have white guys doing this and not black guys? That's where I was thinking, if you did this for the publicity that you want, you kind of went wrong with that because the look doesn't look right. Now you didn't mess this, if this is true, now you have messed this up for people who really have hate crimes that's going on for real, for gay bashing and for people and for race. Now you're messing that up in Chicago. So now that they want to start looking at these cases differently now because you're doing this for status. I guess you felt like your name wasn't out there enough and you needed to blow yourself up so that you could be bigger. Now you can be behind the hate crimes more because now you was a part of a hate crime.
Well, we don't know, and that's all bad.
Yeah.
Now, we didn't, like you said, we don't know if he did it or not. But I will say this to begin. I did not know his name until all this happened.
Really?
He was the gay brother on Empire.
You didn't know? I mean, Jussie Smollett has been out there though, because he's been doing.
No one knows him.
Yes, they do. I can't say that.
His sister. I know. I don't even know his sister's name, but his sister was popular before anybody knew his name. His sister been popular. Hold on. Come on,
Money Green. I can't
Let me finish.
Know what you want.
Let me finish my statement.
Go ahead.
His sister was popular before him, and she was on East Bayou. You remember that?
Yeah, she's been on many movies.
Right, but that was probably the first movie or something. But she's been on many movies after that. And I think she was maybe like 13 or something when that came out.
The Smollett family had a show on TV.
No, I don't know that. Most people don't know that.
I'm telling you, the Smollett's been out there, and maybe you don't know, and you only can speak for you.
A lot of people don't know.
You can speak for you, but Jussie Smollett, as soon as he hit Empire, he had been promoting himself, and then after the Empire had been out, he started making appearances on TV shows.
What'd you say?
Singing,
after what?
After Empire.
Thank you.
But my point is, Jussie Smollett's name has been out there before this incident happened.
No.
This just blew him up a little bit more.
Okay. Before Empire, was he a household name?
No, his sister wasn't either. She just been on a couple of movies.
But who did you know? The sister. I didn't even know she had. What's her name?
See,
I don't even know her name, but I know.
All of them are Jay's.
Okay, but I knew of the girl from East Bayou because I love Lynn Whitfield. So, I was checking in that movie to check out Lynn Whitfield. It wasn't until January 29th, 30th when this happened that I knew his name. And I'll never forget his name because it's been out there so much. So, he's gotten the fame from this. Yeah, and then the term, the gay Tupac, is now correlated with or associated with his name. And also, lying is associated with his name, whether he's lying or not.
Well, he's a lion anyway because that's
right.
Sword
that's right.
Of Empire.
What's his name on Empire?
What, Jussie's name on Empire?
Yes.
Oh, I can't think of it right now.
See, is it Jamal? Is it Jamal?
Yes, it's Jamal.
You sure?
Right. Yep, it is.
Who's the younger brother?
He has a different. I can't think of his name.
All right, because I've seen that been going around from the memes.
Yeah.
Jamal Lyon and Jussie Lyon.
Jussie Smollett and
Jussie. But I'm saying the memes were saying Jussie Lyon. But he's gotten the notoriety. So if he staged this and those brothers were never brought to the police station to question, he would be in a real good position right now because his name is he has a household name now.
You're right. What you're saying is right. But I'm just saying, and maybe I understand that you didn't know who he was, but because I followed the Smollett family in some form or fashion, and all the names of Jay's, they had a show on TV for a little while. They all are doing something. Jazz and Jake have they actually did a show on OWN. They all look alike. So it's like 6 of them. I think it's 2 girls and 4. But I'm saying to your defense, there's other people who's probably heard of the Smolletts other than you.
It wasn't until last week.
But yet now everybody knows because of this scandal.
Last week I saw the family, the siblings, saying, "We stand by our brother." And I didn't know it was
so many of them.
I didn't know it was anything beyond a sister. So
yeah,
he's household now. And how do I feel? What do I think about this? Everything, the evidence points against him in a major way. However, I don't know if he's guilty or not. But if he is guilty, say he did everything, there is lots of room for forgiveness. It wouldn't sway me on his acting. Now, his moral character and composition, yes, you can question that. You can question his intelligence or his ability to play chess and move several moves ahead of what's going on, because he sure didn't plan this out too well. But this wouldn't bother me. This is not an R. Kelly situation where he's done something so heinous that he needs to be thrown under the jail. He told a lie, just like the swimmer or just like a couple of other people. He can easily pay his debt to his fans or quote unquote to society. He can pay the police for all the manpower that they put into the investigation, and then just keep it moving, and he'll have the bad reputation for that, and you can clown him about it. But he didn't do anything too bad. He tried a publicity stunt. He just tried it in a wrong area with racist hate and LGBTQ hate. But what he did, in my opinion, wasn't that bad that he can't be forgiven and bounce to a new TV show. They should have kept him on Empire. There's been reports that he's been excluded from the final episodes of the season.
Final 2 episodes.
And this is the finale. They should put him in there.
I think they excluded him from the last 2 episodes because of what's going on. I don't think they let him go yet. I think, like you said...
But that's it. If it's the final 2 episodes...
Yeah, but no, the final 2 episodes of this season.
It's supposed to be the final season.
Are you sure?
But that's what the reports have been saying. This is the final season of Empire.
So I thought this was the final season for this episode, because they stop here and it comes back on about September. So I don't know. But
it's supposed to start in March.
I
thought it was starting in March.
Does it start? Because it's broken. They break up the seasons.
Right.
I think it's every 3 months.
Well,
maybe.
if this is the final season,
if this is the final season, he's not on it. But let me go back to something to make a correction. You're right. His name is Jamal Lyon on here, and the younger brother is Hakeem.
Hakeem, okay.
Hakeem Lyon. Just making sure we correct with our fans in case they be like, "What you talking about?" So it's Hakeem Lyon.
But he shouldn't be.
I don't think this is something he should get fired over either.
Right. He should be ostracized.
Everybody makes mistakes or do little things. I think it was
stupid.
I think it was stupid, but I know one thing that I was thinking of when this happened. You know how sometimes at the end of each year there's a recap of the year.
Right.
This joint will be first in the recap of 2019 at the end of the year.
It'll be a major thing, but
yeah, it will be a major thing along with everything else. But you're right, he will be his 15 minutes of fame.
Oh, that's boosted, but he should not be ostracized. I wouldn't ostracize him from society.
He was wrong.
I wouldn't fire him. I would write around his storyline.
We're going to continue as Lyrics to Lies to stay on this story as we done with R. Kelly and whoever else that has a saga going on to continue on what they're doing. I just know there's some crazy stuff going on at the beginning of this 2019.
Crazy.
It's crazy. It's wild.
And it may get crazy.
It might get crazy. You're right.
With 10 months left, but we're gonna leave it like that.
We thank y'all for tuning in as usual to Lyrics to Lies. This is Shayz on the mic, and I'm tuning out with Money Green.